Welcome to episode 8 of the Alec Hogg Show, a long-form biographical podcast where we look behind the scenes at the lives of high achievers. Our guest in this episode is Kevin Hedderwick, a value creator par excellence. Listen to this. When Kevin joined the Halamandaris family's small steers group, the company was worth 65 million rand. But when he departed just over a decade and a half later, its value had soared to 16 billion rand.
Money has never been the motivator in my life. I never chased wealth. I was just lucky to be sometimes in the right place at the right time and work bloody hard because that industry is unforgiving. And Famous Brands consumed my life. It was my life. And so I gave it my all and I loved every minute of it.
When you have a look at Famous Brands itself and the spectacular run that you had, that 31% compound annual growth rate since you began, why was it possible? That's like Warren Buffett plus 50%.
For me, the most important thing was Famous Brands during my time. I had a phenomenal team. The guys that were part of that exco, they lived the business just like I lived it. And, you know, when you have people like that, there's very little that you can't do. You know, literally we would get out of bed in the morning with one objective, and that was growth. We didn't believe that it was worth getting up for. You were just going to participate. If you got up in the morning, you needed to get up to win. Nothing was more satisfying than finding these little jewel of businesses founded by young entrepreneurs that all had a dream and a vision, but didn't maybe have the wherewithal to unlock that dream. The devil is in the detail. If you get that basic detail right, then the rest of it will happen. Show me a business that's got poor housekeeping, I'll show you a business with a bad balance sheet.
So what was the transition like when you left?
Look, nobody can prepare you for that. I thought it would be easy, and it wasn't. Famous Brands was like my family. I can't do this corporate crusade raiding type business where you're looking for assets. I'm an operational guy. I want to get involved in the nitty-gritty of the business. If someone comes to me and says, I don't know what to do, the very first question I'm going to ask them is, what do you love? Because if you don't do what you love, life is going to be miserable. The one thing about South Africans is that we're resilient and we're tenacious. I think the next 12 to 18 months are going to be really tough. But if you get through that, there's light at the end of the tunnel.
You've been listening to another BizNews production. Be sure to catch all our podcasts by subscribing to BizNews Radio on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, or by visiting biznews.com. I'm Alec Hogg.